Welcome to my channel. I am Junior Win. I am a writer. Today I would like to talk about Pyaw-daw-zet. Pyaw-daw-zet was the name of the magazine in Burma. My grandparents, Khin Maung Latt and Myo Chit, they both were writers. They were editors for Pyaw-daw-zet magazine between 1971 and 1972. If there was one magazine in particular in Burma that drew the attention of young people at that time, it might be called Pyaw-daw-zet. But as a young star that died too soon in the dark sky, now I will tell you the story of Pyaw-daw-zet from the beginning. Once upon a time, there was a rich man called Utanto. He was a close friend of my grandmother. He wanted to spend his money for doing good for young people. My grandmother suggested him for doing children's magazine. I suppose he should not have trusted my grandmother's judgment, but he was happy. He liked the idea, my grandmother's advice. So my grandmother took part as an editor for the magazine, and my grandfather helped by writing articles, English lessons, and also doing editor's work. And their only son, my father, he wrote mathematical problems, articles for the magazine. And they are friends. Of course, they were writers, artists, poets, journalists. They joined and relied around the magazine. Among them, famous artist Upaji, artist Win, Josan, his name also known as by initial letters K.S. တက္ကသိုလ်ကြီးမှာဒေါ်လှတန်းတော်ထာဆွေသိပ္ပံမှုတင်တိမ်မိုးလှိုင်းဥတုတ and they are friends Burmese scholars, namely U Kokoji, the Khin Maung Latt, Min She, and etc. They wrote various articles about science, war, adventure, Burmese festivals, poems, and so on. Before I continued the story of Pyaw-daw-zet magazine, I would like to introduce you the article which was written by my father in 2014. I will tell you the very important messages from my father's article. My grandmother, she was so inspired by the journals and magazines of 1950, which were namely Knowledge, School's Friends, Understanding Science, Eagle, Princess, Look and Learn. There were various articles such as science, geography, history, war, adventure, literature, and arts. They wrote in a very easy way to understand. My grandmother said if one who collected those journals and magazines of 1950 or 1960, it would become a complete encyclopedia. My grandmother, she had a dream. If she had a chance to produce children's magazine in Burma, she would like to make the magazine to give readers fun and pleasure. That's why when she started the magazine, she gave it a name, Pyaw-daw-zet Family Magazine. Pyaw-daw-zet means one who gives fun and pleasure, let people smile and laugh. Now, I will show you how my grandmother managed her magazine, Pyaw-daw-zet Family Magazine, in Beijing from the journals and magazines of 1950. From Eagle, Dan Dare, Pilot of the Future, into Burmese by Thaipan Hmutin with the illustrations of artist Tin Win. From Eagle, Can You Catch a Crook? Into Burmese by my grandmother with the illustrations of artist Tin Win. From School Friend, Daily Dream, into Burmese by my grandfather with the illustrations of artist Tin Win. From Look and Learn, Tom Tan, into Burmese. From Eagle, Historical Flops, into Burmese. From Understanding Science, Dinosaurs' Eggs, into Burmese. From Finding Out, Pottery, into Burmese. From Finding Out, Numbers at Work, into Burmese by my father as the mathematics articles. From Finding Out, Rubbers, into Burmese. Serial articles with the illustrations of artists Tin Win, Ubaji, Jo San, and etc. Now I will continue the story of Pyaw-daw-zet. After 3 or 4 months, after 6 or 7 months so far, the magazine was not popular among people. Although Ubaji was a famous artist in Burma, he never took his payment fully from the editor. All the members of Pyaw-daw-zet magazine, they knew that the magazine lost a lot of money from the publisher. But when the magazine came out beautifully with the cover of Ubaji and the inside illustrations of artists Tin Win, Jo San, and various articles from their hands, from their hearts, filled with delight, only think of next issue with much hope. For the good time will come soon. Yes, of course, there were a lot of quotations about hope. Hope springs eternal in their human breasts. After 8 or 9 months later, although the people did not notice the magazine at first, some readers recognized the magazine. And they thought it was good to read. Some readers wanted to keep the magazine for their library. Some readers were collecting the older copies of Pyaw-daw-zet. It seemed that the magazine was on the road to success. But at the moment of that time, magazine was stopped because of the publication law that we do not understand still. That my grandmother told me about Pyaw-daw-zet and I heard from the adult talk. That's how the story ends. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.
They say you found somebody new, but there won't start my love in you. I just can't let you walk away. Forget the love I have for you. Guess I could find some